Hey there everybody, it's Daphne with Phoenix Rising Healing and welcome to my latest TuneUps Tarot video. You may have noticed that the videos are in a different format, recording from a different angle, and also that it's been a couple of weeks since my last video. The reason for that is because usually I record the videos on my iPad and then airdrop them to my laptop. However, the last time I tried doing it, it just would not work for the life of it. I tried at least 20 times, and after a while I kind of just realized, like, maybe that's the universe's way of saying this healing, this message wasn't meant to go out to the world. So I deleted the video and I stopped trying and I took a break. But I'm also recording in this fashion because I just didn't want to have to risk not having a video to put up again, so I'm just trying to record straight from my laptop so that I can upload it right away to YouTube, and hopefully it works out well. I'll probably be able to generate the videos more consistently this way too. So as usual, I just want to let you know that the videos, these healings, are timeless, so you can choose to listen to them over and over again if and when the message resonates with you, and also feel free to share, like, and subscribe so that you're in touch with all the new videos that I do end up posting. And if you're interested in a one-on-one session or an extended period of time of coaching, because I do coaching with Biofield Tuning, go ahead and email me at daphne@thetuneupcoach.com, and I'll include that in the description box below. I already went ahead and used the pendulum to determine what we're working on, and it's the left heart chakra. And this is actually the area that I was that I worked on the last video that didn't get uploaded. So I guess the third time's a charm, because it's really funny because I recorded it first, but then I realized I didn't turn my mic on, so I did the whole entire healing and the mic wasn't even on, and I was like, oh darn. So then I made sure to turn on the mic and I did healing, but then it wouldn't upload, so whatever was going on there was just not meant to happen. So I'm gonna do it again today, and I'm having a really good feeling about today. So I'll go ahead and pull a couple of cards for you guys, and it looks like it's that one, the Magician. Magician is related to the sacral chakra in this deck because it is orange. Let's see here, I have to get accustomed to using this camera. Okay. There you go. I hope it's not backwards, because to me on the screen it looks backwards. This is a Magician. And the Magician is about manifesting. And the interesting thing about this particular depiction is that there's two people in the photo. Normally, in the Magician, it's just the Magician himself, and he has all four of the standard tarot deck suits. So the Pentacle, the Sword, the Cups, and the Wand. And he's basically like creating whatever he wants to create. In this depiction, there's two people, and it looks like the male figure is either receiving or giving a wand to the female figure, or to or from the female figure. And to me, because he's holding this wand, it's, at least in this particular reading, because different images stand out to me in different readings, but the fact that he's holding the wand is standing out to me. It's indicative of passion and creativity and really taking it by the reins here. Sometimes people are, something happens and all of a sudden they have that surge, that power to do so. Today we're working in the left heart chakra, and that has to do with sadness, grief, loss, and depression. And so sometimes people are inspired when tragedy strikes. And not to say that that it's a good or bad thing, but I do believe that, inspiration really does hit us sometimes when we're feeling sad or alone and neglected. And so maybe that could be what this is about. And I'm going to go ahead and pull one more card for a healing message. But anyway, so with the tarot card, I think it's kind of just saying, like, it's okay to be sad, but don't let it stop you from living your life, you know, like, try to see it from a lighter perspective and, like, let it teach you the lessons that it can so that you can turn it into something great. Tragedies don't have to stay tragedies. You can turn them into something beautiful, creative works of art, poems. I used to write poems whenever I was sad. Or just, you know, people can create like nonprofits and stuff like that. And so, yeah, just see what you can make out of the situation from whatever's happening. So the card that came out here was Welcoming Surrender. Oh, I love this. Surrender is one of my favorite. It's my favorite. I don't want to say spiritual, but it really does make me more resilient when I think about it. Surrendering to life, you know, like there are certain things in life that you can't control. There's a good amount that you can make decisions about, but ultimately, like, there's also a lot of stuff that you can't control. And the best thing to do in those situations is kind of just, like, roll with it and learn what you can. Because instead of dwelling on, you know, the stuff that's frustrating, the stuff that's holding you back, like, you can put your own spin and power on it and turn it into something great. And so the saying on here is, there is no problem, only destiny being revealed. Yes, I love that. So that, I really feel like that kind of goes along with what I was saying with the whole heart chakra and the whole, like, letting it fuel your creativity and passion. Yes, when tragedy strikes, it is sad and it is, you know, like, quote unquote problematic at the time, but you don't have to let it drag you down. You can use it to help propel you forward and let these inspirations come out that wasn't there before. And you never know. It might lead you somewhere great. So I'll go ahead and begin now. We are about 8 minutes in, so I'm going to go ahead and begin with the healing. As usual, I encourage you to take nice deep breaths. And before any of these videos, you're welcome to listen to the Earth and Sun Star Chakra alignment video that's in the channel. And the Earth and Sun Star adjustment is something that's typically done in a full one-on-one session at the beginning of each session. And it's for grounding and connecting to your higher self, respectively. It can help to, you know, make the healing integrate a lot easier. It helps you feel more calm and just more receptive to the healing in general. So you can feel free to go ahead and do that before any of these healings, or even just on its own when you're meditating or something. I would really recommend it. Just sitting out in the edge of the field to hear it's a bit dull. I also think, you know, that there kind of wouldn't be a better time to pursue passions and creativities when you think about it. At the time of the recording of this video, we're still stuck in the stay-at-home orders, or with the stay-at-home order, with the coronavirus, and we just experienced like major, you could say like reformation with all of the riots and stuff with the George Floyd murder. And there's a lot going on, and everybody is what's the word I would like to use? Pumped is a little bit too happy of a word, but there's just a lot going on right now with the coronavirus, as well as the social justice reformation that's going on. People are emotional, people are heated, and people are ready to make changes, and I think that's a really beautiful thing when people can come together to make change that's important to them. And this can happen on a grand scale, with the law, with society, but it can also happen on a personal level. And I think that's what this reading, this healing is about today. Being able to take the things that have happened to you in your life, and instead of seeing them as bad things, as punishments, as something negative, you can see it in a different light and understand it's what makes you unique. It's what makes your whole life individualized and special, and it allows you to have the experiences that you have so that you can make a difference and maybe teach someone else something because you learned stuff from your experiences. And because this is also related to the sacral chakra, I want to say too that whatever tragedies that you've gone through in your life, to also, with this healing, release the guilt and the shame that comes with it. Because the things that happen in your life are not your fault, and they're not, burdens. They're not anything to be ashamed of or guilty of for you to drag along with you for the rest of your life. They're just things that have happened, and they're important things because they make up who you are, but that's not all it is. It's not only who you are. You have the power to rewrite your whole life. You have the power to change it and to make what you like of it, like the magician in the card. And so, allow yourself to release the guilt and the shame today with this healing. Everybody just take a nice big deep breath. Imagine all of the feelings such as guilt and shame, or any other feeling you don't want to feel, you don't need to feel. As you inhale, let it all well up in your chest. And one big exhale, let it out. Imagine it just flowing out in that nice big long exhale. And do this as many times as you feel is necessary. And free yourself and let yourself live for once. And I also want to say this too, because this was an important thing for me. Healing from something, healing from loss, healing from grief, does not mean that you're letting go. It doesn't mean that, if you lost a loved one and you're healing and you're moving on, that you're gonna forget that person or that your connection to that person is gone. It just means that you're not letting the grief hold you back from other joy in life. Because if it is the case that you have lost a loved one, your loved one wouldn't want you to put your life on hold for their sake. Your loved ones want you to enjoy your life and live in the way that maybe they're not living anymore, or they weren't able to. You can, that's how you can give back to them. You can, instead of trying to stop your life because of them, you can live your life for them. And it doesn't mean that you have to let everything go. this was important for me to know too. Actually, just a couple weeks ago when I was going through my own healing, and the death of my loved one came up. And prior to the healing, I was asked if there was anything that I wanted to get rid of, or that I was ready to let go of, and I said no. Though this person that passed away crossed my mind, and I just thought, like, no, I'm not ready. But then the healing came up anyway. It was actually a tuning session like this on myself. I was doing it for myself. And I'm going to go ahead and do the energetic cocoon now. I just did the figure eights. But after I did the healing, the age came up that corresponded to my friend passing away, and I realized, that I could heal from the tragedy, I could heal from the sadness and the guilt that I had, but it didn't mean that I was letting him go. So, with that, I hope you enjoyed the healing today, and I hope that this helps you feel better. And my heart goes out to you if you are missing a loved one. That loved one is always going to be with you no matter what in your heart. Go ahead and feel free to, fight for the things that you would like to do in life, and know that it's okay. So remember to please like and subscribe and share with anyone who could benefit. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.